Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. So the Houston starting five. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the center. And for Cleveland, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Garland. This one for 3. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Thompson scanning the floor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Van Vliet. A good-looking shot from the wing. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. 4 on the clock. And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, my goodness. Throw it down, Donovan Mitchell, just exploding off the floor.
Garland against Van Vliet. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 5 points. It's a tie game in Cleveland. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. Right side Green. Inside. Tipped. Here's Şengün.
Well, you can see that the long arms and presence of Jared Allen affected that shot.
Here's Strus. And it's Cleveland with another.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Garland against Van Vliet. Over Garland. The rebound by Allen.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Pass to Garland. To the inside. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Here's Garland. Good work defensively by Brooks. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cleveland on top, up 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot. Someone left the window open. Give it up for the participants.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One of the stories here, Max Strus. Man, is he getting it done today?
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Strus in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Green. Here's Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Green. Şengün's gotten his first basket of the night.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Mobley against Thompson. Here's Garland. Uses the glass on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Rockets trail. Van Vliet outside. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. For the lead. No good on the shot. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Cleveland on top. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amen Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential. And you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Doubled by Strus. Van Vliet right side. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Cavaliers ball.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet against Garland. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Jarrett Allen taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Houston calls timeout. 1 second left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Let's see those dance moves.
So it's Cleveland winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Williams, and it's Green in at small forward. And for the Pacers, the forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side, and it's Turner in at the 5. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Charlotte moving it around. Siakam against Bridges. Pass the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Assisted by
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Nemhard, the pass to Neesmith. Halliburton outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance pretty consistently.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Siakam inside, and the shot is good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
It's a tie game in Indiana. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And here's Indiana on the court for Charlotte. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3 slot.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Halliburton with the steal. Now, here's Neesmith. He can't get that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Miller, the pass to Williams. On the wing, Bridges. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Here's Siakam. Bridges with some nice defense.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Halliburton. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Halliburton finds Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. 4 on the shot clock. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Ball dishes to Williams. Pass to Miller. Green with a screen for Miller. For the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Nembhard. And a miss there on the triple. Bridges against Siakam. Floats it up for Williams. Halliburton for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Pacers, leading by just 2. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Green is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the center locking down the middle. Here's the Hornets with the ball, trailing by 2. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Miller. No good that time. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Charlotte calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hub?
They're trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the break, listened in with Charles Lee and his team. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Aaron Neesmith, 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Everybody get down. Make the rest of your dancing shoes at home. You're on the big screen. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Ball finds Green. Charlotte no good that time either. So they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Here's Ball. Miller kicks to Ball. Can't connect from long distance. So it's Indiana picking up a win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got the sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. That's the scene for the Raptors. The do-it-all defensive-minded Scotty Barnes is a flat-out winner, and he's looking to show it tonight as they get ready for action inside the Wells Fargo Center. Raptors, Sixers, coming up next. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3. And for the 76ers, they've got Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Outside Ingram, pass to Pirtle. And here's Barnes. Over Oubre. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers.
Sixers ball.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. Pirtle against Embiid. The 3, George. Pirtle grabs a miss. Here's Toronto with the ball. To the middle. Barnes passes to Ingram. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. That shot off the mark. And so that's the end of the first quarter. And offensively, pretty stagnant. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Here's Embiid. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first
With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Here's Maxey. Toronto making their last shot. George a screen on Barnes. George outside. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Here's Ingram. That shot is off. Now Oubre. 1 second left. And he takes it up and lays it in. Oubre's got his first 2 points.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Philadelphia on top, leading by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Philadelphia. 3-point lead. So for Toronto right now. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Now here's Oubre. Basket counts. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Inside, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
What a slam by Jakob. You can see the confidence that he plays with down low.
George feels it out a bit. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Ingram. Seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Joel Embiid. George out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside Maxey to the paint. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
It's T-shirt time, everybody. Who wants one?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And they told the team, it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Embiid against Pirtle. Charity stripe shot. It's rebounded by Barrett.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
It's stolen by Oubre. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, the Raptors. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
This guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
One shot.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for two, Tyrese Maxey.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Oh, Banks pulled the three. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
Everyone, your second DFT. It's time to get up and get loud.
7 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Oubre. Misses the three. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3. Embiid. Pirtle grabs a miss.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
To take the lead. Barnes, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Embiid inside. Covered by Pirtle. Pirtle grabs a miss. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
All right, man, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
are the Raptors now. Ingram deciding where to go with it. To take the lead. Oh, he got it! He got it!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a Timber and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Here's Maxey. Embiid with it. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks.
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, Moses Moody. At shooting guard, Brandon Pachinski. At center, Draymond Green. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. Standing 6'5", number 18, Alec Burks. Seven feet, number 7, Kwai. 6'7". Number 22, Andrew Wiggins. Number 14, Tyler Hero. (6'9", number 13.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center position. And for Miami, Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. But Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down. and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now Pajemski following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. Outside Curry. Shoots the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Curry. Six on the shot clock. Shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here's Pajemski. We've got Alec Burks. Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Curry's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Ware. Lets the three fly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
We got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Green. Back to Pajemski. Over Burks. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what needs to change going ahead in the second half?
It starts with getting some stops. We got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball when we're in the half court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
We'll see if you can get the pace where you want it. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Measuring up the shot. Oh, so close, so close. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, he's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the floor.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the 3 spot.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
The first one falls. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins surveying the floor. Adebayo passes to Hero. Adebayo the screen. The Heat need to get a shot off. From the right block, the shot is good.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Curry against Hero. Curry getting it done inside.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Hero. Basket counts.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Time to turn on the heat with your very own Miami Heat Dancer.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Yes! That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Get ready to get hyped, Heat fans. It's your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the three. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Now at the line, Tyler Hero.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And there's Butler with the flush.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt?
Finds Hero. Back to Burks. Adebayo with a screen for Burks. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward. Now, here's Burks. Off target from three-point range. And a deep three from Curry. Cans the three.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try. And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Curry. 6 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. Good!
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
Deep Adebayo. misses the tray. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Timeout.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Tyler Hero. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. 2.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra bucket to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now let's catch up with David. Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harmon. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Ali LaForce as well. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now we'll see how they overcome it.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Now here's Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 6 to shoot. Good work there as it goes.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Dort against LaVine. Outside Murray. Pass to DeRozan. And he buries his first look.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's closely guarded. 11 seconds left in the first. The shot comes out. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Well, they're playing aggressive, unselfish basketball, exactly what their coach wants.
And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at point guard. Here's DeRozan. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Williams. Dort against LaVine. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Murray. Down low.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Isaiah Hartenstein taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And it's Sacramento's ball. DeRozan outside. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer. DeRozan's got 5 now.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Kings on top, up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane from 8 feet. Misses off the left iron.
He usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
Now here's Sabonis. Now here's DeRozan. DeRozan, forceful inside.
It's impressive how he'll find any advantage he can get. DeRozan is tremendous at putting his man in an awkward position.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Line for one.
Free throws off from DeRozan.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range. That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone. But
what a play! It's good! Are you kidding me?
Wow! Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They lead by 1. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
The Kings call timeout.
Time to crank up the volume, fans, for your own city crew.
Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. The coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. So it's Sacramento now. Pass to LaVine. Now Sabonis. DeRozan outside.
Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
It's game! Get ready, everyone! You see yourself on screen? Show us your best moves! Let's go! You have to
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Here's the teardrop. Can't cash it in. They could win it. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And away we go here with overtime. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3.
Impressive make by SGA, not fazed by that defender.
The Kings call timeout.
Attention fans, now on the court with your heart spot. Get loud and let them hear it. Fans ride everyone on his touchdown run. So teamwork.
Williams against DeRozan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Lou Dort picks one up.
I mean, just so difficult to keep DeRozan out of the lane. He draws a lot of fouls in there in the paint.
At the line for 2.
Free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. DeRozan hits them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Tap that crank up the bottom, fans, for your own see-through.
Dort for 3. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Here's DeRozan. And no good. Great D that time from Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The shot by Dort, no good. Dort with a steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Ellis. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. 23 seconds left in the OT period. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Levine passes to Sabonis. Here's Murray. Pass to Ellis. Outside Levine. From deep three-point land. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Murray for 3. No good that time. And so the Thunder take the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Let's meet. The starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Keyshawn George. At shooting guard, Bilal Coulibaly. At the other forward position, Chris Middleton. At center, Alexander Sarr. At the other guard position, Jordan Poole. The head coach of the visiting team is Brian Keefe. Let's bring out the starter for your Minnesota Timberwolves.
Welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And now Washington's starting group. They've got Jordan Poole. George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr, and it's Koulibaly in at the 2. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And on paper break, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now, here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Hams the shot with nobody near him.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
It's George on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Poole against Conley. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Poole the pass to Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Outside Edwards. Sinks that one from the post.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And Poole launches it from deep. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's Poole. So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Bilal Koulibaly. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. Here's the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
George passes to Poole. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Sarr. That one's not going to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
At the elbow, it's Sarr. Gobert with the defensive effort. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a bucket. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
Players, teams are reverse to center court. And get ready for the fair half-court shot. Drums. They're taking a bunch of shots. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Washington's ball. A 2-point game. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Conley. For 3, Edwards. The shot that time, not on target. Saw the pass to Poole. Middleton up top. Here's George. Pass to Poole. George with the screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's Poole. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Poole's got the first bucket of the third here for Washington. Edwards looking it over. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So the Wizards 5 right now. Sarr out there with George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot. Oh, here's Edwards. Oh!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Oh, that's nice. You're gonna dance like everyone wants you.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
Thank you, David.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
They go to the intentional foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Poole, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot. I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Denver Nuggets. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards, and it's Jokic in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum, then it's Murray, and it's Messi in at the 5. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to McCollum. And the layup is good off the glass.
Oh, what a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
Here's Brown. Gordon on the wing. Here's Brown, defended by Murray. Brown passes to Porter. That one goes in.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
Here's Murray on the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. Now here's Murray. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
The free throw drops from Murray. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
It's both from the stripe. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Here's Misi. Shot clock at 6. Outside Murray. The 3. Great D that time from Porter. On the wing, Porter. Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic. The steal. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Denver leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Murray. They've got C.J. McCollum. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Murray, and it's Misi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Murray up top. McCollum defends. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
Pass to Misi. And here's Murray. McCollum with it. Defended by Murray. 5 on the clock. McCollum's shot is off. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. The third quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on top, leading by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Murray with it on the court for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in it to 5, down low. Sends it home from three-point land.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Jokic. Gordon, the pass to Brown. And here's Murray. McCollum defends. McCollum pulls it in. Outside Murray. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And falls! And with confidence, Murray stepping up at a crucial point in this game.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Everybody get there.
Passes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Oh my! What a shot!
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I think you attack the rim here, get the ball close to the goal, and that way, even if you miss, you might have a chance for the putback.
The inbound, McCollum into the lane, cans it to force overtime.
This is as good as it gets. A big-time bucket to send it to OT.
Cold-blooded make, that was plain and simple.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now Murray, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point. And he buries it.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Murray. Defense is right there. And there's a pick from deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, you know, that part of Murray's game has to be there for him, and I know how hard he's worked to improve his three-point shooting. Good to see.
The Nuggets want a timeout. How do you think this is going to play out?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Outside Murray. To the inside. And it's Jokic missing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Murray. And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Murray. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Porter. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings them within one. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Here's Murray. Yes! And that one brings them within 1.
And we know Murray can get it done in these big moments. I mean, he can be just fearless.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
At the line for New Orleans, C.J. taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he comes up empty, missing both. And here's Murray. Oh, he missed it! And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought. And when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
CJ, there are always doubters about this team's capability to win at the highest levels. How much fuel do you take from that?
Honestly, I got enough motivation. I got it out the mud. I went to Lehigh University, you know what I'm saying? No one's ever been drafted from there before, so for me, it's just about showing what I can do every night and keeping the door open for the next mid-major.
I love that you never lost that underdog mentality. Thanks, CJ.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.
officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So the New York starting five. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, we've got Irving, Washington out there with Davis. And it's Thompson. And it's Gafford in at center. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now, here's Hart. Pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. That one's in, his first shot this game.
What a good burst from Brunson just to get by the initial defense.
Now Irving. And here is Gafford. Back to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Bridges passes to Brunson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, man, that's a high-level finish from Jalen Brunson, playing right through the whistle.
The Knicks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks out front. They're up by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Towns. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. And it's Irving missing. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Thompson. There's the triple. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Bridges against Thompson. Pass to Hart. Now, here's Bridges. Guarded closer. Towns with it. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes. Oh, and he beat it.
They just do that, Kevin. They just did it.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And get ready for the measuring up the shot. Oh! Better luck next time. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson. And it's Gafford in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here are the Knicks now. Now here's Brunson. To the paint. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. For the lead. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Brunson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart kicks to Brunson. On the wing, Bridges. A 3-ball. Trifecta!
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Jason Kidd has called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Kwai. Get loud and let them hear you. Whichever section is the loudest is going to get a free t-shirt. Let me hear you.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. He can't get it to go. Brunson with some nice D. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So it's the Knicks now. 3-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul. Mikael Bridges, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Irving passes to Gafford. Now Irving. The 3. Dallas, no good that time either. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Daniel Gafford, first personal foul, third team foul. Mikael Bridges, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Kobe White. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's Giddey in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, they've got DeAndre Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating. But when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Avdia outside. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamare. Now Avdia. There's Simons with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Now Vucevic. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kamare. Giddey defends. Avdia with it. Just 4 to shoot. Over Buzelis. Avdia can't get it to go.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers leading by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
On the court for Chicago, Lonzo Ball is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Giddey in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Ball. To the paint. And Vucevic slams it in.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Simons against Ball. Simons outside. Shoots over Ball. And it's Simons missing. Ball outside. Here's Buzelis. The shot off that time. Nice D from Avdia. Pass to Simons. From 13. Good. He hits the jumper. Simons has got his second bucket on the night.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Trailblazers leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
We've got Abdia, Shaden Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamari in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Abdia, pass to Simons. Here's Kamari. It's Sharp on the wing. Here's Kamari, 6 on the shot clock. Trailblazers gotta hurry, gotta get up a shot. Abdia can't get it to go. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Josh Giddey out there with Ellis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kwai, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A tight game. He is exactly who you wanted at the line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
Now it's the time, Blazers Nation, get loud for your Blazers Breakers Dance Crew.
Check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Vucevic finds Ball. Back to Vucevic. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
With his reach, it's hard to get anything over DeAndre Ayton.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Here's Simons. He connects. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
On the court is your hype squad. We're on the lookout for the loudest fan who'd like a free t-shirt tonight.
Ayton against Vucevic.
Working his way inside Vuce, ready to battle for it.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
For your Trailblazers, Sharp, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
The 3 from Ball. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Portland, Sharp. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Anthony Simons, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. And so Simons nails both of them.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.